Hi everyone and welcome back to Canterlot Siege 3. Today I will be playing on version 1.6 and I will be playing on normal mode, map 7, with the new endurance mode, which is activated by the Konami code. That's up, up, down, down, left, right, BA to activate it. Oh, also to activate it you also need to beat at least 2 maps in normal mode without losing any lives, or 2 maps in hard mode period. Anyway. Endurance mode, we start with 18,000 bits, 1 life and 4 gems, but we can't earn any more resources, and we can't use superpowers either. We will be getting orbs though. Oh, also we have to place all our units right in the beginning, so this is going to take a while. Map 7, I guess I'll just go ahead and put my strategy in before I continue speaking. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm all set up here. Only got 54 bits left to spare. So I guess I'm gonna make one more Gilda right here just for the giggles. Actually, not really. I will have to have some use for this Gilda as an example. Anyway, once you start, and you have infinity time to prepare yourself, by the way, you cannot put any more units anywhere else. So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade once, and yeah, 9 bits left to spare. Nothing left to do. Let's start wave 1. Yeah, and this is gonna be the first 40 waves are going to be extremely easy. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and skip to the 10th wave, because there's really no reason not to. Okay, here's the reason I had this Gilda that's completely weak. Because since you get these orbs, these damage and range level 5 or speed and skill level 5, whatever, orbs, that means you can play some units without upgrading them at all, and you can use these orbs to make them good all of a sudden. Of course, you can't upgrade the rest of their abilities, but it could be used as a strategy for like the very later waves where things will start getting actually difficult, because I can tell you, it's around after the 40th wave where the real test of this game starts, or this mode rather starts. And for some reason you can't put these Orb of Greed on Chrysalis, even though it would totally fit her. Anyway, I'm gonna put it on my rovers because I believe they're the ones who are gonna make the most use of those orbs. Hopefully I'm gonna get more of these Boss Orbs, because they're extremely useful in beating this mode. Assuming that's possible at all. Anyway, I'm gonna skip to the 20th wave already because there's really no reason not to. I've got 2 Night Guards to stun whatever units that come by. I've got a whole bunch of changelings to continuously slow down my foes. All the Gildas are placed in these small intersections. This Ultra Orb is going this rover. This Boss Smasher Orb, I guess, will go on this Trixie because I really have no use for it. I guess I'll put this Pegasus Smasher Orb on this Gilda. I'm gonna try to make as much use as I can for these orbs, because they are useful if you want to get like past the 40 plus waves. Gonna go ahead and skip the 30th wave, I guess. It might be a bit of risk. I'll take this part a bit easier because the enemies are getting a bit strong at this point. But for the most part, the first 40 waves are just complete joke. No risk at all, really. I mean, look at this. I'm defeating them all real quick. Oh, by the way, the reason I play Sniper Moon all the way over here is because the arc her Moon Crescent goes in this position is excellent. I mean, look at it. Look at the way it goes. It goes all the way over this, and it hits basically every unit. Very, very useful. Anyway, the Wonder Brooks are still very easy. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like I'm being that lucky with my orbs right now. I wish I had gotten the other Boss Orbs, but it doesn't seem to be the case. That super range orb is actually very useful though, because it allows my rover to have reach for the entire map. I could also do that by linking a Suri to a rover, but I don't think that's worth it in this mode because you have so little bits to spare. Oh cool, the Orb of Fear. Finally get to show what it does. Twice as much damage plus 10% range, so it's gonna be a most useful when it's put on a rover, but you know what? I'm gonna put it on this Gilda, because she can make use of it to some extent. I'm putting these Orb of Strength on the changelings because I want their slowdown to be maximum. Yep, Also gonna skip a few more waves. Although at this point, the enemies are... They have lots of HP at this point, so don't take too many at the same time. Putting orbs of the speed on the Night Guards, I believe, is a good idea because it increases the chances of them stunning some units. At least I think it does. Like, relatively, I think it increases their chance. By the way, for the Gildas, I didn't bother increasing their critical hit chance. I don't think it was that useful in this mode. Pony Earth Smash in this Gilda. Yeah, as you can see, I think I almost took too many units at the same time this time. Kinda crazy. Fortunately, I think I've survived. Yes, I have. Moving forward, then. I don't really want to... I guess I'll give it to him. Because this guy needs to reach this side over here, the east. I was waiting for like a Boss Orb, or Nocho Orb really, to give to him, but I won't take that chance. I won't be that lucky, I'm guessing. Thing is, since this mode gives you the 4 gems right away, you're always guaranteed an orb from the bosses. And, well, it's a random orb. It doesn't have that much more chance than getting an orb from a normal enemy to be a boss orb. But still, it's some more bonus orbs if you ask me. And then we are at Shining Armor and Cadence, who are actually pretty tough in a sense, but they're still manageable, assuming you did you organized your towers right. It's mostly if you spam too many changelings that you'll have trouble against them, or you put all your units in the beginning and, well, it's around the middle of the map where the real damage starts against these two. Damage and speed. I guess I'll increase the damage for like this. Okay, I gotta mention something. I feel this endurance mode would be more fitting if it like removed the amount of time. Like every time you'd finish a wave, you'd immediately start the next wave. I feel that would be an actual endurance mode because you'd have to constantly be on the move with your towers and whatnot. This mode here, it doesn't feel like endurance mode. It feels more like you're preparing for, like you're having all units prepared for all the waves at once. And the endurance doesn't really start until, well, the endurance, quote unquote, doesn't really start until wave 40 anyway. Because the first 40 waves simply aren't very difficult. Then again, I suppose the first 40 waves are simply to check to make sure you actually knew what you were doing. Because I can see some people like still learning things. Because after all, this mode is only available if you actually beat normal mode twice without losing a single life, or hard mode twice, period. I mentioned that before, but I mentioned it again. You know, just because I feel some people are going to try to access this mode without knowing those requirements. Then again, I have a save code with all my the stages complete, all boss orbs available, and you guys can download it, so it's no biggie really. Who am I going to give this speed delay? I'm going to give it to this changeling right here, because I believe changelings with Goo, they deserve to attack as fast as possible. And also, they deserve to attack randomly too. I think it's better if Goo changelings attack units at random. It might be better for them to focus on a single unit, but I think I prefer it this way. Random attack. I'm gonna increase this range of this one. Super damage, Unicorn Smasher, and now we are starting the main 6 waves. This is where, well, the real challenge started back in wave 41, but now it's really starting to get tough. Flurja is not too bad, but you have to be careful. You have to have like had planned things out properly to start surviving at this point. Because after all, you only have one life. There's not any leeway here. If a single unit makes it through, you're done. By the way, I didn't upgrade my Trixies simply because I feel they should really just focus down a single unit. I feel it should be that way. They should be used. Anyway, that was Fluttershy, not too bad. Next is Pinky's family. Maud is surprisingly not that challenging. I'm surprised. She's not that difficult to deal with. Then again, it might be me just being lucky in my testing session, but still. I'm surprised at how Maud is surprisingly easy to deal with in this mode. I guess I'll give my range... no, what? No, I don't feel like it. I still feel like I might get another Ultra Orb or the other Boss Orbs. I really wish I had a Nightmare Orb right now. The Nightmare Orb, it'd be very, very helpful. Anyway, there's only Maud left now. I guess I'm gonna showcase here how it's actually very possible to defeat Maud, despite the fact that it seems insurmountable damage, like health-wise, in this mode. I'm playing normal mode, by the way, not easy mode. I play normal mode just because I want to showcase how this endurance mode should really be played. Because in easy mode, I'm almost certain it's very possible to actually beat it. Almost certain. Because I think the power ponies might give you too much trouble. And to say nothing about Derpy, once you get to Derpy, I believe you're pretty much done. And since you don't face Derpy in easy mode, you don't really have to worry about her there. Actually, Maud is giving me a bit of trouble. I might not actually be able to beat her. Who knows? Nah, I should have her like dealt with. Oh, there's actually 2 left here. I am actually getting a bit genuinely concerned. Do attack randomly. Nah, I made it. Okay, that's Maud. With 10 seconds left to spare. Now it's Applejack's family, and Applejack's family is not that difficult. Oh, cool! Nightmare Orb! Orb of Nightmare. I'm going to put it on... yeah, this one. Because she's affected by this Suri and by this lightning dust. This one is not. Therefore, this Gilda is a better candidate for that. Rover would also be a decent candidate, but it would seriously reduce its range. So I decided to put it on a Gilda, because I feel Gilda benefits from the Orb of Nightmare the most. Orb of Chaos, well, it's the weakest of the Boss Orbs if you ask me, so you can really put it on anyone you feel like, except for Changeling. I'm surprised the Boss Orbs don't fit on the respective bosses, by the way. I feel it'd be a neat touch if you could give the Boss Orbs to their respective, boss. But it'd probably be a bit overpowered. Anyway, Rarity's family, nah, not too bad. Mostly because Spike's not here anymore, but we know who Spike is with now, and well, we'll see how we'll deal with that then. I'm liking the attack speed of this Gilda right here. It's incredible. I mean, 0.06. That's amazing. It's like a blaze finger, whatever the word is. And mitraillette is what I was about to say, but that's a French word. Most of you probably can't understand that. Most of you. I suppose a rough translation of mitraillette is machine gun. Well, actually, I think it's an accurate translation. But it just doesn't have the same punch to it, you know? Rainbow Dash is actually surprisingly dangerous. Make sure you have some units all the way to the end of the map, because Rainbow Dash is going to blaze through the entire thing. I mean, seriously. Unicorn Smasher. Like, see, Rainbow Dash made it all the way over here. If you stun Rainbow Dash, though, you're almost certainly going to beat her. Because the Rainbow Dash that is stunned, well, she just can't deal with it. Anyway, we're coming up to Twilight's family now, and that might be it. Twilight is extremely difficult to deal with. It's wholly dependent on what orbs you get if you want to beat her in normal mode. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'll actually beat her myself, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I have the Orb of Nightmare now, so I might have a chance, maybe. But, I'm just not certain. I just don't believe I'll be able to beat Twilight. It just doesn't seem feasible. purely because Spike takes so many hits. I don't like it. I wish Spike was like on the same level or weaker level than his boss form back in Wave 20. He seems a lot more powerful though, like 12,000 HP. I think he's more powerful. I can't be certain. Anyway, yeah, as you can see here, Twilight's just making it all the way to the end, and I just can't beat her. Like, the Twilights have all their HP still. And, like, they've made it past everything. So how am I supposed to beat her? In easy mode? Well, yeah, that's true, but, whatever. Anyway, it appears I won't beat Twilight for sure, because there's one that still has, like, all its HP left. And I don't have any changelings to cover these two Gildas. So yeah, this was endurance mode. You can probably beat it in easy mode if you're really decently lucky, but in normal mode, it seems unfeasible to really beat her. Twilight. She just, her wave is simply too difficult. Even in version 1.6, and what the hell? Please don't freeze on me? Okay, that was strange. Camtasia froze on me. Well, you guys can still hear me. It's just like the success screen right now, or rather the failure screen. So let me just start the video again. Alright, here we go. If any of you are using a program to record your computer screen, and when your recorder crashes, you're not allowed to like recover the lost footage, use Camtasia. Even when it screws up, you're still allowed to get back your footage, which means all you're really losing is a few seconds from like when your recorder screws up. Anyway, that was my attempt at endurance mode. It might be, as I said, it might be possible to be in easy mode. I don't think it's possible in normal mode, simply because the power ponies are even harder to deal with. But who knows? I think it's just a mode where you really have to see how far you can get. If you're lucky, you might get past Twilight. And I hope you all enjoyed this video, and hope you all have a very nice day. Next time, Eagle Polis.